Monday morning. The alarm goes off, you open your eyes, and the first thing you think is, not yet.
We've all been there. That moment when the weekend is over and the week begins again.
And whether you love Mondays or find them hard, one thing is true. The way you start your morning often shapes the rest of your day.
Today's episode is a little different. We're going to have a relaxed, slow conversation about Monday mornings and daily routines. This is your listening practice for today.
We'll speak clearly at a steady pace, so you can follow every word.
And at the end, we'll break down some useful vocabulary and give you a chance to speak out loud.
I'm Maya.
And I'm James. Welcome back to the Maya and James podcast.
Let's get into it.
So, Maya, what does a typical Monday morning look like for you?
Honestly, it depends on the week. Some Mondays I wake up feeling ready and motivated. Other Mondays, I wake up feeling like I need another full weekend.
That's very relatable. I think most people feel that way.
But over time, I've learned that having a simple routine makes a big difference. If I know what I'm doing in the morning, the day feels less overwhelming before it even begins.
I completely agree. For me, the first thing I do is avoid looking at my phone for at least the first 15 minutes.
Oh, that's a good habit. Most people reach for their phone immediately. Emails, messages, news.
Exactly. And then suddenly your mind is full of things to think about before you've even had breakfast. I find it much better to ease into the morning slowly.
That's a lovely phrase. Ease into the morning. It has a calm feeling to it.
Right. It means to move into something gently, without rushing, like stepping into warm water instead of jumping in.
I like that image.
So after those first 15 minutes, I make coffee. And that's probably the most important part of my morning routine.
The coffee ritual.
Absolutely. It's not just about the caffeine. It's about having a moment that feels like mine. Quiet, warm, no pressure.
I think a lot of people have something like that. A small ritual that signals the start of the day.
Exactly. For some people, it's coffee. For others, it's tea, a short walk, or even just sitting quietly for 5 minutes.
For me, it's actually making my bed.
Really?
Yes. I know it sounds small, but making my bed first thing gives me an immediate sense of accomplishment. The room looks tidy, and I feel like I've already done something productive.
I've heard that before, actually. That starting with one small completed task sets a positive tone for the rest of the day.
Exactly. And on a Monday especially, that feeling is really helpful, because Mondays can feel heavy sometimes.
They can. There's often a lot to think about at the start of the week. Meetings, deadlines, things that didn't get done on Friday.
Right. And if you wake up and immediately think about all of that, it can feel like too much.
So a morning routine acts like a buffer.
Yes, I like that word, a buffer. It creates a gentle space between waking up and jumping into all your responsibilities.
And it doesn't have to be complicated. Even 30 minutes of calm before the busy part of the day begins can change your mood completely.
Absolutely. In fact, I think the simpler the routine, the better. If your morning routine requires too much effort, you'll probably skip it on the days you need it most.
That's a really practical point.
Keep it simple and sustainable.
Exactly. So for me, it's wake up, make my bed, have tea, and spend 10 minutes reading something positive. That's it.
That's a very peaceful routine.
It helps. And I've noticed that on the days I follow it, I'm in a better mood by midday. On the days I skip it and go straight to my phone or my emails, I feel scattered.
Scattered is such a good word for that feeling. Like your thoughts are going in too many directions at once.
Yes, exactly. Unfocused, a bit overwhelmed, not quite sure where to start.
So the routine helps you feel grounded.
It does. It helps me feel like myself before the day asks me to be 100 different things.
I love that. Before the day asks me to be 100 different things.
And I think that applies to English practice too, actually.
Oh, that's interesting. Say more.
Well, a lot of English learners wait for the perfect moment to practice. They think, I'll study English properly this weekend, or I'll watch an English film when I have time.
But that moment rarely comes.
Exactly. But if you build a small English habit into your morning routine, even 5 or 10 minutes, it becomes natural. You listen to a podcast while you make coffee. You read a few sentences in English while you eat breakfast. You say your morning routine out loud in English. Oh, that last one is brilliant. Narrating your own morning in English? Yes, you could say to yourself, I'm making my bed. I'm putting the kettle on. I'm looking out of the window. It's a gray Monday morning, but I'm ready. That's such a practical way to practice without needing any extra time. And it warms up your English brain before you need it. So if you have an English conversation later in the day, your mind is already in that space.
That's exactly right. It reduces the cold start feeling.
Yes, the cold start. That moment when someone speaks to you in English and your brain takes a few seconds to switch on.
We've all experienced that.
But the more you use English in your quiet morning moments, the faster the switch becomes.
All right, let's look at 4 useful words from today's conversation.
The first word is motivated. If you feel motivated, you feel ready and eager to do something. For example, I find it easier to exercise when I feel motivated. Motivated.
The second word is accomplishment. An accomplishment is something you have successfully done, especially something that takes effort. For example, finishing a difficult task gives me a real sense of accomplishment. Accomplishment.
The third word is sustainable. If something is sustainable, it can continue over a long time without becoming too difficult. For example, a simple morning routine is more sustainable than a complicated one. Sustainable.
And the fourth word is scattered. If you feel scattered, you feel unfocused and pulled in too many directions at once. For example, when I skip my routine, I feel scattered for the rest of the morning. Scattered. Let's hear them one more time. Motivated. Accomplishment.
Sustainable. Scattered.
And today we have 3 phrasal verbs.
The first is wake up. Notice how we use it in different ways. You can wake up feeling tired, feeling ready, or feeling nervous about the day ahead.
The second is ease into. To ease into something means to start it slowly and gently, without rushing. For example, she liked to ease into the morning with a quiet cup of tea before checking her messages.
And the third is skip. To skip something means to miss it or choose not to do it. For example, on difficult mornings, he would skip breakfast and go straight to work.
Wake up, ease into, skip.
All 3 are very natural in everyday conversation.
Now, we have something special for today's practice. We're going to do a short shadowing exercise.
Listen to each sentence once, then pause and repeat it out loud. Try to copy the rhythm, the speed, and the feeling of the sentence.
Are you ready? Let's go.
I like to ease into the morning slowly.
Pause now and repeat.
Making my bed gives me a sense of accomplishment.
Pause and repeat.
If I skip my routine, I feel scattered for the rest of the day.
Pause and repeat.
A simple habit done every day is more sustainable than a complicated one.
Pause and repeat.
Before the day asks me to be 100 different things, I take a few quiet minutes for myself.
Last one. Pause and repeat.
Well done. The more you shadow, the more natural those sentences will feel in your own speaking.
Now it's your turn to speak freely.
We'll ask you one question. Pause the video and answer out loud in English. Use short, simple sentences.
Here is your question.
What does your Monday morning look like? And is there one small habit you would like to add to your morning routine?
Pause now and answer out loud.
Here is an example answer. My Monday mornings are usually a little rushed. I wake up, check my phone, and then feel stressed almost immediately. I would like to ease into the morning more gently. Maybe I could start by making tea and sitting quietly for just 5 minutes before I look at any messages.
That's a great answer. Short, honest, and natural.
Thank you so much for listening today.
If you enjoyed this episode, subscribe to the Maya and James podcast for new conversations every Tuesday and Friday.
And tell us in the comments, what is your Monday morning routine? Do you have a habit that helps you start the week well?
We'd love to hear from you.
Until next time, keep practicing.
And keep going.
Take care.